And the woman who held a babe against her bosom said, "Speak to us of children." And he said, "Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backwards, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness, for even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. The bow that is stable.
The harmonious life. What does it mean to be in harmony with life? In ancient times, all philosophies, all schools of thought, all academia was built around living a good life, or the harmonious life. In the ancient temples, in universities, they taught spirituality, religion, philosophy, and life all in one. In today's universities, it's mere academia and analytical and intellectual mind stuff, segregated for the purpose of a job. What is the harmonious life? What does it mean to be in harmony with nature? Most of us, when we think of the good life or the harmonious life, we think of the good life as getting all of our pleasures, going out, getting all the money we want, all the things and items we want. And we think these things will bring us peace and happiness and bring us harmony, attaining pleasures. But again, in the ancient times and in all spirituality, it teaches that the harmonious life is a mindful life, an insightful life, one of seeking and embodying truth. And so there's two energies that control every man, woman, and child, that keep them stuck in the sense of a temporary and personal self. And these two energies are called desire and aversion. Meaning we go after the things we desire and we avoid the things that we do not desire. And in this polarity of desire and avoiding, we try to balance and maintain this good or harmonious life. But there comes a problem with that. See, in the Holy Bible, it talks about the fall of man being partaking of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And so whenever mankind deems something good and something evil, he automatically goes into a mind state that is unsettled, ever at unrest. Why is this? Because when a man deems something good or evil by nature, whenever he is without the good, he is unsettled. he is perturbed in his mind. But whenever he gets that glimpse of the good, he's at peace momentarily. But it's only momentarily or temporarily. And so, whenever we divide life into a good and a bad, we seek to avoid the bad and we desire the good. But again, there is a problem in this. Because the man that deems things good and bad, his desire drives him to attain the good. And so, in that desire to attain the good, he is already unsettled in mind, trying to attain something that he desires. He feels without until he desires it, or until he attains it, should I say. But once attained, he gets a glimpse of this peace, or this good life, this harmony. But then when he acquires all this good, what happens is now he must defend his fortune, defend his good from being lost. So here comes the unsettled and the fretting mind. So he tries to avoid all situations where he can lose his good. And this is the game that most mankind play. But the wise who know that, there is nothing inherently good or evil, does not eagerly go after any particular thing eagerly, if that made sense. He's not eager. He is at peace with whatever comes. Because nothing is inherently good or bad on its own. He has nothing to defend. Because in life, all things come and go. You cannot hold on to something that is temporary. Because it will not last. And so the wise see this game of desire and avoiding, and they say to themselves, I no longer want to play the game. See, the man full of desires is never happy because he's always desiring more and more. And can never be at peace because it's an endless game of desires and trying to hold on to them, which they all slip away. And even when you try to hold on to them, for instance, if you desire and you get your dream job, what happens when you get fired? The perturbed mind, the monkey mind comes back. Or if you get your dream wife or spouse and you get cheated on and someone comes and snatches them up from you, what happens? The perturbed mind. The disturbed mind. Or what happens if you want to hold on to your family and one passes away? Your family brought you peace and now they're gone. Now your mind is back perturbed and disturbed. But all things in life are comings and goings. Nothing stays. Nothing is permanent. Nothing lasts. All the things that you deem good, they were not at one time. You did not have them. Then you acquire them and you think they bring you peace, unaware that they will be gone again. And so when they're gone, you are disturbed. And so the wise see this game and say, I don't want to play the game anymore. And so they rest in the state of desirelessness, One who has no desires is forever full. Every moment, every appearance, every action is fresh and non-judged. And so what was never mine before can never be mine when I had it, because it was floating in the world, whatever it may be, a wife, an object, a car, a house. It was not my possession at once. Then what the mind does is when it comes and appears to you, the mind claims it as, this is my house. But before that, it was not yours. It was an object floating in life. And then the ego possesses it as if it's mine, not knowing that this thing that was floating around in the world at one time, before it was yours, will be the same thing a little after you possess it. So the wise, in order to attain the good life, the harmonious life, become desireless. And when you become desireless, everything that you want flows to you. So, become more insightful, become more contemplative of how life works if you want the harmonious life. Or if you want the life of suffering, continue to go after the things that you want, because they will continue to be taken from you. Even your own body. You cannot hold on to your beauty. Your beauty will pass. You cannot hold on to your family. Your family will pass. You cannot hold on to your money. Your money will pass. Your car, it will pass. Your job, it will pass. Your house, it will pass. This moment, it will pass. The feeling of joy, it will pass. Be at one with all experiences. Be free from the attachment to anything. This is the harmonious life. Peace.